Brooklyn's historic The Black Lady Theater is now taking bookings. Host your next birthday party, concert, networking event, baby or bridal shower, wedding, art show, gala, corporate event, live stage play, audition, and so much more. At the one and only The Black Lady Theater. Mention code GODCAST for 15% off your rental fee. Code good for the first time customers only. Valid for a limited time. Call 718-771-0900 to book your event today.
Peace. Today is Friday, October 4th. Make it today's math. Culture freedom. Culture is one's way of life. My way of life is I self, Lord and Master. Freedom is to free the dumb from mental death and power. Peace. Yeah. Peace. Welcome back to Yanadameen Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar. My co-hosts, Rah Digga and Godfrey, they are not here this week, but it's only because they overseas doing some shows, getting their euros, and they will be back next week. It is all love. We do not have any problems. We love to come fuck with y'all every week. But this week, I'm holding it down by myself. It is what it is. This is how we started. And, we got no problem doing it on my own. Before we continue, if you'd like to donate to the show, go to cash.me/$Yanadameen, patreon.com/Yanadameen, Yanadameen.com/support, or bounty.com/Yanadameen. Oh, you like that fucking editing shit we got going there, right? Right? Ha, 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 ha! Yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? Start switching on you shit. Shout out to YouTube Live in the house. So yeah, before we left, we said we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about some new age bullshit that we just heard about, and that's the concept of male birth control. Okay? Supposedly a male birth control has been passed by some, health organization, and I guess that's something that's gonna be coming to the shelves real soon for you guys. So how do we feel about this? How do we feel about male birth control? One of our interns, well, maybe he can express it, because he said, and I quote, what'd you say?
All right. So for years, for me, I've been looking for like a male birth control or something because women, they be lying. They be like, yeah, I took my pill. They ain't really take it. They be trying to trap you. For me, if I'm taking my pill, I know I'll be like, hey, yo, yeah, and
Like,
then
listen,
you free. You could do whatever you want to do. You could just let it go. You know what I'm saying? And you good,
So let me ask you something. So say they give you a male birth control pill, and it stops you from being able to have a baby, not just that time, though. Like, you take this shit, and it stops you for, let's say, 2 years at a time.
I mean, yeah, 2 years is crazy, but if it works the same way as like a female birth control, like if they miss
like
it
every month.
Yeah, if they miss it that month, then they're gonna get pregnant. Then that's cool. I'll just wait 30 days and I'll be good.
I feel like the new model though is, oh nah, this shit's gonna go like a year, 2 years.
I mean, that's the thing.
So now
we never
you gotta
know.
really decide, like, hold up, 2 years, like maybe I would want to get somebody pregnant within that 2 year span. What if you know what I mean? Like, what kind of rash decision is this? Just because I'm a selfish ass nigga who just want to nut around right now. Maybe I want to create life at some point later. Now what do I do?
Well, hopefully it ain't like that, but we would never know, right? And you know how they like to set us up, so
right.
You know.
They got side effects that are listed? Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the side effects.
It says side effects, meanwhile, were few and mild. 5 men on the pill reportedly mildly decreased sex drive.
Oh, shit.
2 described mild erectile dysfunction. But sexual activity was not decreased. No participants stopped taking it because of side effects, and all of them passed the safety test.
So hold up. So you gotta let's unpack that slowly. This is a pill. So it's not supposed to get women pregnant, right? It's a birth control. Now keep in mind, birth control and black people, those two things are bad, okay? But anyway, this is a birth control, right? Now, one of the first side effects are what?
Decreased sex drive.
Bam! Let's stop right there. Well, that's birth control in itself. If I don't want to fuck, that's part of what they're going for. Because birth control is very important to these people, these genetically recessive people. Now, next symptom was
mild erectile dysfunction.
What the fuck is I know? First of all, whenever something is mal, okay, it's bad. But how do you have mal erectile dysfunction? If it's dysfunctional, it's already mal, right? That's what I would feel, right? Huh? It's a little hard. Listen, it gets a little hard. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I guess like mild.
Like mal means
yeah, it gets a
semi sorta.
Yeah.
Like a mal erectile dysfunction. It's just a little. It's like half hard. It's like
yeah. I don't really want to work.
Yeah. You know, because they said it didn't stop sex. So I know what they're saying there. Like, you know, when you're not fully hard, but it's hard enough to go in. Like, you know what I mean? It's hard enough. Like, if you stuff it in, like, it'll go in. But like, you're really not that hard right at this moment. Like, you know, you might be like 10 nuts down, and it's just like, come on. Enough. I don't even know why we're still doing this. But okay. And then, like, you know. So maybe that's what they're saying. It gives you that. That's what mal erectile dysfunction is. Got it. Now I understand. So it gives you half dick. It gives you decreases sex drive, give you half dick, and what else?
Those are only two.
Those are the things. Okay. Well, goddamn. I say pull out, you know. We got some pull-out masters in this bitch, yo. This is all I'm saying. I know people that have survived on the pull-out for years and years and have never had any qualms. Shout out to you, bro. We might even, you know what I mean? Shout out to you. Get that man a trophy or some shit like that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, this is all part of the fuckery. You know that, right? Like male birth control. Like, it's also trying to reverse the roles. You know, put the man in a woman's role however we can. Make him hold a pocketbook, make him take birth control, make him, you know, like, whatever we could do to try to feminize the man, we're gonna do it. And that just seems like one other thing. Like, men got his birth control. If he want to wear a condom, that was man's birth control. Now, a lot of niggas don't like to wear condoms, but that was a man's form of birth control. And that's what a man would use. You know what I mean? And women would take the pill. I'm on the pill. Now you're going to be saying you and your girl is on the pill, huh? You see what I'm saying? You see the flip, you know? You see the flippage in that? You going to feel good about that? Johnny? Well, me and my girl, we're both on the pill. You know, yeah, we're on the pill. She's on the pill, I'm on the pill. We both on the pill. Mm-hmm. What pill? Birth control pill. Mm-hmm. We both take birth control pills. A word? What else do y'all both do? So, you know, soon as Summer's Eve gonna have like a man douche or some shit like that? You understand what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, they probably do. Is there? Yeah, Summer's Eve, I would bet that Summer's Eve has like a ball spray. Huh? Now see, I wouldn't want Summer's Eve. Anybody else can make it. I'll get a ball spray from anybody else but Summer's Eve. You see what I'm saying? That's like using some shit from the makers of Secret and all. Like, ain't no nigga wanna use Secret. Like, now maybe the parent company is, you know, Johnson & Johnson, and we didn't, you know. But you don't want to use something that's directly from Secret. Now it's made for a man's secret. Do you want to use that, Johnny? I'm just saying, like, and it's not shitting on, hey, and it's not shitting on ladies' deodorant. Like, I'm just saying, like, this man shit and this women shit. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't know if men should be taking birth control pills. You know? So now that I put it that way, now, hey, now that I put it that way, you feel where I'm coming from? Plus the fact that, you know, life is sacred. We need to be promoting more life instead of promoting this whole birth control shit. Like, why? All of this shit about scarcity, that's more fear, that's more like the climate control, and there's enough to go around for everybody. Trust me. We're not gonna, there's too many people, there's not enough food on the earth, and all this. The fuck out of here. That's bullshit. Or they'll talk about cows. Well, listen, stop eating cows then. We don't need to eat cows, but trust me, fruits and vegetables, there's enough infinitely. We good. When one blade of grass is pulled out, 2 blades grow back. That's the law of abundance. So stop letting them put you in a fearful state. Okay? Moving on. Wait, damn. It's a shame when you mess around with my heart. Shame. Now, I want to shout out to Rah Digga because, you know, I don't know, I just feel like if she was here, she'd fight me on this one. Yeah, you shouldn't shame people. Well, you're not here this week, Digga. So, you know, in the past, I've said it here on the Godcast, I said shame is necessary. Shame is a tool that civilized people and is used in societies to curtail bad behavior amongst its members. You know, in these days you have people talk about, you know, this shaming and that slut shaming and victim shaming and fat shaming and, you know, Everything is about shaming, shaming, shaming. Can we please stop shaming? As if shame was the bad thing and not the behavior that shame is trying to curtail. So, you know, you got people, oh, Lord Jamar, you well, for some people that need the white man's approval or co-sign to something, an article and study just recently came out. And here's the headline. It says, psychologists who studied shame around the world say it's an essential part of being human. Just to read a little bit of it, it says, there's a school of thought that says shame is a social construct. We only learn to feel inadequate and exposed because our particular culture sends us messages about what falls outside the realm of acceptability. But an international group of psychologists and anthropologists are putting forward an entirely different theory. Perhaps shame is universal, an evolved mechanism that helps us avoid behavior that would make our social group stop valuing us. In a paper published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Science of the United States of America, these researchers suggested that shame may be a basic part of human biology. Now, I'm gonna drop the mic right there because this is basically what the fuck I've been saying the whole time. You know, we'll talk about extreme cases when somebody might have been shamed and it led them to, you know, again, in their mind, life was so bad that this shaming led them to want to commit suicide or some shit like that. That doesn't mean we throw shaming out the window. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way they're trying to act nowadays, as if we throw shame out the window. And again, one of the famous sayings of today is, ain't no shame in my game. You know what I mean? That means you'll do whatever the fuck, whenever the fuck, because you don't care. You don't care about the repercussions of shame. But shame is something that helps society move forward and not have members in the society doing things that are adverse to the society. Thus, this is why you have shame. So what's, you know, anybody want to speak on it? Or do we have a problem?
Yeah, I think shame
with it?
keeps order. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think when it gets to that extreme that you was talking about, that at that point it's bullying. Like, if somebody kills themselves, I think maybe.
But is it bullying, or is it a weak person?
My opinion, I think it's a weak person, but you know, society will label it bullying. So to be politically correct, I'll say bullying. But yeah, it's definitely a weaker person. Because it's all mentality. We talk about it all the time. It's all in the person's mentality.
Right.
And
I
what
think you put value on. It's what you value. So if you value the thoughts, you know, and opinions of strangers, you know, or if you just, or maybe they're not strangers. Maybe they're your immediate peers. Maybe these are the ones that you value their opinion. Now it all depends how much you value their opinion. You know what I mean? I get bullied every day on the internet. Every day. Now, what stops me from killing myself? What stops me? I'll tell you what stops me. Is the people that are trying to bully me, I devalue so much. Like, I look down on these people so much that their opinion of me means nothing. It can't affect me. Like, since when, again, does a live nigga care what a bitch nigga think? We never have. We never will. Okay? So, you can hurl all your bitch nigga shit that you want. It doesn't affect me because I'm above it. You see what I'm saying? I'm above it. I'm looking down on you. Like, so, go ahead. Hurl all your shit at the top of the mountain that you want. It's never gonna reach me. It's never gonna reach me because I'm above you. You see? So, this is why I'm unaffected. And even if people who were where I'm at mentally were to hurl some shit at me, my love of life, like just suicide would never come into my mind. You know what I mean? It would never come into my mind. So, I don't know. It's all about, you know, some of us are stronger and some of us are weaker. You know, and the weaker ones, when more weight is applied, they're gonna bend to the weight. You know what I mean? They're gonna fall to the pressure. You know, and that's just what the fuck happens. But that don't mean we throw out weightlifting. You know what I mean? That don't mean we throw out weights, because weights build muscle.
Sometimes I think shame could be needed. Like, what if you like a super fat person and you just walking around here and nobody's telling you, like, fat shaming you, like, yo, go to the gym or get on a diet or something like that. That's for your own health.
Yo,
I mean,
take that candy bar out your fat ass mouth.
You grown, you should know to do that yourself. But
like,
sometimes
didn't your fat ass just eat something?
Right.
Like for real. Cause that's, sometimes you got to go hard on a motherfucker to let him know.
Tough love, yo. That's
like,
it.
Yo, my nigga, your fat ass just ate 10 minutes ago. Like, I know the digestion process takes at least, you know what I mean? And then you hit him with the digestion process, like, you know? 30 minutes, goddamn. So yeah, shame, man. It's not about being mean. You know what I mean? It's about saying what you're doing is something that in society we don't accept it. It's not accepted. We look down upon it. You know what I mean? And it devalues you in a way. You know what I mean? Now, if you want to do that, that's cool, but here's how we're going to look at you. And so now you got people who are fighting to basically be able to do whatever it is they want to do, try to remove the shame, and actually shame you for shaming them. You're a shame shamer.
And then they actually like encourage it, like, especially when it comes to like fat people and stuff like that, right? Like, I know a few people that are big, and they actually do like these shows or whatever, these runway shows. So she's a woman, Might as well just get it out there. She's a woman, and she does these runway shows where they kind of encourage her. Like, these are all big women, and they're like, you look great, you look this, you look that. When in reality,
and it's all
not
game.
healthy.
It's all try to make them feel good about doing wrong.
Exactly. So it's like, you know.
And then when they
corny.
when this lady drops dead from a heart attack next week, they all gonna be boo-hooing and, oh, you know, she was so young and all this stuff. Well, you was the one cheering her on, talking about how good she looked in the fat girl pageant, and you didn't want to tell her the truth. Like, girl, you need to stop. You got cankles. I don't know where your ankles begin and your shin ends. Like, this shit is crazy. Please stop it. Like, you know, you're going to have to go on a diet. You're eating too many cakes and cookies. And, you know, you're looking like the people from the clumps. It's not a good look for you, sister. It's not a good look. Did you want to say something, Sid? Yeah. Before we go?
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that might be a new generation thing, man. Because
it is a new generation thing.
My grandma used to say that to us all the time. Like, have you no shame? You know what I'm saying? Whenever we did something stupid in the street, have you no shame? Like, you don't feel bad or feel crazy about the shit you're doing in public.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that whole shame and the shit, all that that's all new shit.
Right. So we got to
me.
get rid of all of that bullshit. We got to get rid of all this shit, this mansplaining shit. There's a lot of shit we got to get rid of, man, because it's a lot of new age bullshit that we not going for. We're not going to just capitulate and just roll over and just go with the times. Oh, no. Fuck that shit. There's rules to this shit, and we got these shits already in place. Don't try to change and flip it and bounce it now. But listen, we appreciate you coming and joining us every week. And what would be a shame is if you didn't come back, okay? But listen, we appreciate y'all. Thank you for joining us, joining me once again, joining the team. Listen, for Godfrey, for Rah Digga, and yes, for myself, Lord Jamar, Yanadameen Godcast. Peace!